So Claudia, she lives in the world of poetry and words. Words flow into her art, as we've already started to see, as an inspiration, but also as visible signs and graphic elements in her works. For example, the sentence, "How long is forever?" inspired her to create a series of portraits of women for Alice in Wonderland. What the artist seeks with art is to question external reality. How real is reality? For example, in her portrait, she's not interested in depicting external reality, but the inner truth of the human being with his or her emotions, thoughts, and experiences. So she has different techniques. That's what's interesting about Claudia. On the one hand, painting, on the other hand, digital painting, and the other animation. And I'm going to show you all of these, a selection of these, as we go ahead now. Claudia, in terms of her pieces, there's a modern style. So it's really about so the types of customers who appreciate her art, unusual, strange people, but interesting people. People with modern houses, a clear style that want something a little bit different. They will fall in love with Claudia's work. So let's move in to Alice in Wonderland. So this over here is Alice in Wonderland, and let's go in. And we start with the unicorn. So if we can find this lady, here she is, I believe. And can anybody read the words here? They're meant to be a little bit difficult to read, a little bit abstract. But if you look closely, if you lean in, they read, "Magic does exist." What does this mean? What is magic? Well, she's saying in a sense, if you believe in me, I'll believe in you. And again, it's not really about outer reality, but the own inner truth that her work represents. So the portrait of this woman is subtle. It's using subtle colors. Only the shoulders of the woman above, which you can read the line, "Magic does exist," shines out. It seems as if the woman she's in motion. Maybe she's on her way somewhere. And what does she mean again by "magic does exist"? And the inspiration for these portraits of women is the book Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. In her portraits of women, the artist reflects on the inner realities of women. And it's the search, isn't it, Claudia, of one's own truth. So let's have another look at Claudia's work before we go and jump on to something radically different. And this is another piece I really liked when we were deciding on what to do. And here we have the piece, "How long is forever?" So "How long is forever" is another quote from Alice in Wonderland. And this question was taken again from the book. Do you remember Alice in Wonderland and the white rabbit? Well, here, the rabbit has changed sides and it's become a black rabbit, and it's multiplied and runs like a pattern across the picture. How long is forever? It's really a question about transience, about change. How long do we have? How long will this last? Who knows? But if you thought you knew Claudia, you're wrong, because we're going to show something very, very different from Claudia's work. We're going to go radically different. We're going to go to the world of crazy abstraction, and we're going to go to a different wall that's completely disappeared. It is over, can I find it? Here.
Yes, you're in a crazy world here, and you have.
I am in a crazy world. So what have we got in front of us here? Well, look, these are all digital works. Now, I mentioned Claudia, she likes different styles. That was all acrylic. This is digital. Okay. Now, Joe is the rat. And in the following works, Joe the rat shows up as the protagonist, and the rat is in the search of reality. Joe is also called the reality rebel and is a drawn figure that stands on equal footing with the text. This opens up a new way of seeing images. So all that we see, or all that we think we see, is just a dream. So can we read these sentences? Can we look inwards and see what they say? Well, first of all, on the left-hand side, from the Edgar Allan quote, read the words, "How real is reality?" Imagine that in your home, in your office, and you just keep saying to yourself, "Is this real? Is this real?" On the second one, let's go in a little bit closer. We see all that we see or seen is just a dream within a dream. Are we part of a bigger dream? Are we in reality? Are we in the matrix? Who knows? But it's thought-provoking, it's imaginative, and it's beautiful, and it's ugly, and it's a bit crazy, and it's beautiful. And finally, how real is reality? But this time, we see a bottle. And really the message here is, what's your message? What's your message to the world? Claudia, do you want to say anything else about your eclectic collection of art there?
No, thanks a lot, Mark. It was beautiful. And yes, I love the little rat with the name Joe, because for me, it's an easy way to question life and reality. So when I invented it, and it's my little friend.
Oh, that's great. So we actually are doing quite well for time, Claudia, which is really good. I hope you're enjoying this exhibition. There are 5 completely different artists with completely different... oh, I've just thought, Claudia, should we show your digital animation? Have we got time for that?
Yes.
So there we have Joe the Rat. En qué consiste la realidad?
How real is reality?
How real is reality?
Yes.